What's up guys, this is Jungleman bringing you a review of the AGM Matrix Mp40. Now, first off, overall impressions on the gun is it's very nice. It shoots consistently about 340, 350 FPS with .2 gram BBs. Got a range of about 100, 150 feet, so pretty decent there for a submachine gun. Has mainly metal construction, has a few ABS plastic pieces here and there on the pistol grip, but other than that, it's pretty much all metal. I mean, the magazine is, the whole upper receiver, internals, that kind of stuff, so it's going to be a solid gun for you. Going into the magazine details, to release it you just push this button right here and it comes out like that. I put some tape on it because mine was a little bit wobbly. I've had the gun for like a year and a half, so over time you're expected to have some wear and tear, and so I just put that on there so it holds firmly into the mag well. But the con to the magazine is it's a mid-cap and it only holds about 50 rounds, okay? If it was a mid-cap and held like 100, 120 like the Thompson mid-caps do, I'd be alright with it, but it only holds 50, so you're going to have to buy like 4 or 5 mags for it to be efficient and good on the field. But the magazines do feed really well, and they are metal, like I said before, so those are the pros to the magazine right there. Another cool feature on the gun is the folding stock. To release it, you just press this button on the back here, and the stock will come out like that. It'll click forward, and then you can move that like that, and it comes out. And it fits very nice on your shoulder. I mean, I really like this stock because it can fold in and out as you need it. You can go CQB without it, you can go more long range with it, and it does have a little bit of wobble to it. I mean, I've had it for a year and a half, so a little bit more than usual. But I like that because it kind of, you know, it adjusts as you move. So that's a really nice feature, I think. Adds more realism to it. Because I'm sure, you know, in World War II they weren't always perfect on their stocks. So that is a really cool feature. The only con to it is I sometimes have a hard time snapping that back, but not a big deal at all, really. The gun's battery compartment is held inside of the gun, and that's also where you can do some gearbox work. It's very cool. I'm going to go ahead and fold the stock out for this so you can see it better. But you have this little button right here that you can push downward, and then you can just push forward on the upper receiver, and that comes off for you. So if you want to clean it, anything like that, it's a nice feature. And then you can get inside the gun. The battery goes right here. It can fit a 9.6. I'll show you in a little bit. But you can also do gearbox work if you want to, the motor work, anything like that. So you can clean it, lube it on the field as you need it. Very easy to access, so that's a very cool feature. Now I use a 9.6 small type, 1600 milliamp. I usually just, let's see if I can get this for you. Just connect it in. Just connect it in like that. Usually fold the wire down and pick the wired part, push that backwards and fold it in, and the 9.6 fits fine in there. So that's a cool feature for y'all. To put the upper receiver back on the gun, all you have to do is really fit it on like that, slide it, push the button down, slide it in, and adjust. And it clicks right back into place. Very sturdy. Awesome. The gun also has sling points on the front here and on the back, so you can attach a sling if you'd like to. Isn't really necessary, but it's a cool feature you can add there. Another awesome thing about this gun right here is it has a functioning bolt. Doesn't cycle any BBs, it's not spring loaded, but you can move it back and forward, which, you know, it's whatever. But if you do push it back, it exposes the hop-up unit. Get a little closer for y'all right there. And all you have to do is slide this forward and back however you need it to adjust the hop-up. So, easy to access hop-up, always a good feature. One thing I forgot to tell y'all real quick is to turn the gun on. At the bottom of the pistol grip there is a switch that you can turn on and off, and that just, it's kind of like your safety, I would think. And then for switch between semi and full auto, you do have a switch right here that goes up and back. Mine's broke because when it got dropped and I had those problems and I fixed it, we had to remove that so it would work. So it only shoots full auto now, but that would be how you function between semi and full auto. The gun also has rear flip-up sights. For an airsoft gun, you don't really need them that much. It's for 100 and 200 meters, but you're not going to be shooting that far. So it's not really necessary, but it's just a cool feature right there. Adds realism to the gun, and, you know, pretty cool. Alright, so I think that covers pretty much the basic outward appearance of the gun, outward features. So let's go ahead and take this thing outside, do some shooting tests, and show you how the thing works. Alright guys, now we're going to be doing the shooting test with the Mp40. We're going to be using .25 gram BBs. I would usually recommend using .2s, but all I have with me is .25s right now because that's what I use in my other guns. And we're also going to be using a 9.6 battery. So first off, we're going to be shooting the stump here. It's about 80 to 85 feet away and going full auto. Here we go. Alright, so as you can see there, Mp40 hits the stump pretty good at about 80-85 feet right there. So now we're going to move on to the cauldron over here. It's at about 100 feet. You can see that well right there. And we're also going to be using full auto with the Mp40. Here we go. Right on. As you can see, the Mp40 hits the cauldron there, about 100 feet, really well. Now we're going to be moving on to the tree, about 125 feet away. We'll zoom in for y'all. I'm going to switch mags real quick and then we'll get to shooting. Here we go. Alright, so as you can see there, Mp40 shoots the tree well. If you saw any problems with the misfeeding there, that's just because my gun is old. It's like a year and a half, and it has those minor issues right there. So if you do buy this gun new, it should work fine for you. Sure did for me when I first had this thing new, so don't need to worry about that. Alright guys, I want to thank you for watching this review. If you thought it was helpful and enjoyed the video, I'd like you to give me a like, give me a comment if you got any questions, anything like that, about any other guns on the channel, any other videos about the Mp40 in specific. Just go ahead and drop a comment there for me, and subscribe for more awesome reviews, awesome gameplays, just great airsoft experience. So I'll see you guys later.